Hello, boxing world, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Bout Hour, the channel dedicated to bringing you fantasy matchups on a regular basis. If there's a particular matchup that you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments section, and I promise to honor your request. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit that bell notification. The fight that I'll be bringing to you in this video comes by way of request, and it is coming from a sporting view. I thank you for your request, and I thank you for participating in the channel. The fight that they mentioned is one that comes up often, probably one of the most mentioned fantasy matchups next to Ali versus Tyson, and that is Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather. There's a lot of nostalgia involved in this matchup. People balk at the idea that Floyd could actually compete against Sugar Ray Leonard, but I believe that he can, and I'm sure that I'm not alone. But as far as how the fight would play out, let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard for a second. Fantastic fighter. He was a member of the Fabulous Four, and what I loved about the Fabulous Four is that they all fought each other, as well as other people. I didn't see any ducking, any dodging, so this is a boxing era that's hard to compete with. I mean, I just don't think we'll see anything on this level again. All four of the members of the Fabulous Four, Leonard, Duran, Hagler, and Hearns, I mean, they were all great, great legends. And so, but as far as Floyd Mayweather is concerned, I mean, you can't argue with his skills, his ability, his ring IQ, his defense. I mean, Floyd is just great. I mean, Floyd has a lot of critics. He has a lot of haters. And when you're at the level that Floyd is at, you'll have that. But even if you're a critic or a hater, I mean, you have to give the man some credit. You have to acknowledge his ring genius. So Floyd is hard to hit. I mean, his defense is just impeccable. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he has the best defense in the history of boxing. I mean, Floyd is a true phenomenon. I mean, we can debate about his resume all day. He's accused of cherry picking, all this stuff. I beg to differ, but that's for another video. But as far as the style matchup and the circumstances of this fight, I believe that this will be a fight like no other. This will be a high-speed chess match. And to tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time coming up with a winner, because we know that Leonard had some of the best footwork ever. I believe that Leonard's style emulates Muhammad Ali's style. I mean, that guy knew how to move around the ring, but he also knew how to sit still, stay in the pocket, and fight. So I would say that Sugar Ray Leonard is the most versatile fighter in the history of boxing. I mean, he could do it all. But Floyd Mayweather, he's a great adjuster. I mean, he can adjust to anything that he comes across or faces in that ring, which is why he's undefeated, in my opinion. And so I think he could adjust to what Sugar Ray Leonard does. I see Sugar Ray Leonard possibly giving him trouble with the movement, with the footwork, the head movement early on in the fight. But I see Floyd Mayweather gathering the data, or downloading the data, for lack of a better term, and just closing in on Sugar Ray Leonard as the fight progresses. You know, once again, this would be a high-speed chess match. I don't see either guy getting knocked out. I mean, it's definitely going to the cards. I kind of picture this in the 15 round or in the 15 round setting. Floyd Mayweather is always in great shape. He takes care of himself even when he's not fighting, so I don't see Floyd having an issue with the 15-round situation. But wow. As far as how this fight would play out, I mean, it would be a pretty even fight. I mean, it would take a few rounds for these guys to figure one another out. Not a lot of punches are landing because both of these guys have impeccable defense. But I would say the deciding factor would be the discipline of Floyd Money Mayweather and the stamina of Floyd Money Mayweather. Because no matter what, Floyd is consistent in the way that he fights. He's not trying to play to the crowd. Yeah, I mean, he's disciplined, and he's technical, and he's focused. So from that standpoint, I see Floyd edging out a close decision, a close split decision. And now, wow, tremendous fight. And the decision would likely be controversial, and I could see them fighting again, perhaps. But I just see Floyd winning a close split decision. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video.